Hey, Facebook Live peeps. This is Seth Green. We are here today in the second to last day of the College Financial Aid Challenge. That's right. Today is day 8. Tomorrow is day 9. So we've talked about the 5 ways to pay for college. We've talked about the 4 sources of primary college funding. We've talked about the two most important dates for college financial aid. We've talked about why all schools are not created equal, the differences sometimes between private and public school. I met with another client today who they're looking at Boston University and UMass. Boston University is about $70,000 a year, but meets 100% of their financial need. So it might only cost them about $35,000 a year to go, given their current situation. UMass, their expected family contribution is over. It only costs $30,000 a year, but their EFC is over the cost of attendance, which means they're not going to get any aid whatsoever. So they could pay $30,000 a year to go to UMass in this scenario, and $35,000 to $39,000 to go to Boston University. So in this case, the private school isn't much more money. In a lot of cases, depending on the situation, the private school is actually cheaper, because what parents forget, they don't think, oh, we shouldn't apply, we can't afford it. But what you don't realize is that college has a multi-billion-dollar endowment fund they can afford to give away, and they give a whole lot more financial aid, which means a lot of times the expensive private schools end up cheaper out of pocket than the public schools. So you've got to know your numbers before you apply. You have to know your numbers before all of this happens, before you start evaluating offers. So you've got to know the expected family contribution, and you have to know the percentage of need the schools meet and how that breaks down. What percentage of the need that they meet is gift aid, free money, scholarships and grants you don't have to pay back? What percentage is self-help aid, which is loans, which isn't really aid, or work study? So very, very important to know all of that. I'm going to make a very special offer to you as part of the College Financial Aid Challenge. We normally charge $197 to calculate your expected family contribution, tell you if it can be lowered or not, and run a financial aid cost analysis of your child's number 1 school. We will give you that for free. It is normally $197. You can get it for free exclusively through this challenge. So if you go to bit.ly/college schedule, the C in college and the S in schedule have to be capitalized. It's case sensitive. If you will do that, then you can register on our calendar for a college consultation, and it will be absolutely free. We will waive the $197 fee. You will get your very own customized college cost and aid report, where we will not only tell you what your expected family contribution is, we'll tell you why it is what it is, which means, if possible, you will then know that it is changeable. There are ways legally to change what your EFC number is. It depends on your situation. It doesn't work for everybody, but when it does work, it can save you a whole lot of money. I've shown you example after example through these 8 days so far, where we were able to either change the expected family contribution or to appeal and negotiate for more financial aid. It's really important that you appeal first. If you get under awarded, if you still can't afford it with the offer that they give you, you want to appeal first. The appeal needs to be in writing. And then after the appeal, after you have sent the appeal, you then follow up and then negotiate, and we'll explain all of that process to you. We'll answer all of your questions so that you know what you're going to do next. That may be to work with us and have us do all of the work for you, analyze all the schools, help you pick the best ones, handle the appeal, handle the financial aid paperwork, and handle the negotiation. Or you may want to do it yourself. There is no pressure on that consultation. We will literally crunch your numbers, tell you your situation. The rest is up to you. If you want to know how our service works, you will ask us, and we will tell you. So there is no sales pressure whatsoever. That is not the way we do business here. So what you're going to do next is you're going to go to bit.ly/college schedule so that we can set up that consultation that will be complimentary to you so that you can learn what your expected family contribution is. You cannot rely on those free online calculators. They do not work. I have example after example of parents who calculated it online and thought they knew what their numbers were and let it affect their child's college chances, applications, and future when those numbers were wrong. You have to get them checked by a professional. Even if it's not us, you have to get them checked by someone who is a college financial aid specialist. You want someone who that's what they do. You don't want someone who also does disability insurance, who also does long-term care insurance, who also does property and casualty insurance, who also does retirement planning, who also does everything. That's a general practitioner, a regular vanilla financial advisor. You do not want that. Just like you would not allow your general practitioner family doctor to throw you down, to have you jump up on the table and perform a quadruple bypass when they've never done one before. Or maybe they wouldn't have done any. You would never let them do that, right? You'd run out of the room screaming, you'd sue for malpractice. You would not let a generalist do a specialized operation. College financial planning is its own area of specialization. Being able to crunch the numbers to determine the EFC, understanding the federal financial aid formula. You can get it on Amazon. There's not that many 5 reviews of it, which means I may be one of the few people who actually bought and read the book. There's like a 600-page book on Amazon that explains the federal financial aid formula. We bought it before Amazon existed. That's where our process comes from, is analyzing that formula every single year and figuring out how do we legally change those numbers if possible so that you pay less for college. And if we can't, can we affect the college financial aid situation by where you apply? Can we affect it by how we handle the appeal? Can we handle it by how we handle the negotiations? I have met other financial advisors who said they were in the college business. Some of them will help you gather your data for the financial aid forms, and they will then give it back to you. Some of them have software programs to put all your data in one place in the order that it is on the FAFSA to let you do it yourself. I've met a couple in 20 years who would actually fill out the forms for you, literally fill them out. I've never met anybody who negotiated. I talk to other college financial advisors or folks in the industry every single day, and I have never met one who said, yeah, we physically call the college financial aid and admissions department on the phone and actually talk to the people and actually negotiate. We never met anybody else who handled that. So maybe that's just me. I think that's how you should do things. I think it should be start to finish so that parents don't have to deal with any of this. So again, go to bit.ly/college schedule. Get your $197 college cost analysis for free. That is going to last until tomorrow night. So the formula, the challenge ends tomorrow, May 4th, 2021 at 8 p.m. So if you don't, the time that you have your college consultation isn't going to occur before then, because that'd be right now. You'd have to book it right now for tomorrow. You have to book it by then, because if you wait till after 8 p.m. and the challenge closes, it will no longer be free. You'll have to pay the $197. So go to bit.ly/college schedule, grab your complimentary college cost analysis. We'll see you on that call, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for day 9 when we wrap up the college financial aid challenge.